It's very auspicious that he has both houses of Congress. The whole outcome last night gave the Republicans a huge boost going forward. And I would say that this election was a repudiation of Hillary Clinton's class warfare rhetoric. Americans don't hate the rich. They want to be rich. And when Hillary Clinton said she was going to raise taxes on the rich, the middle class, excuse me, knew she was coming after them.
The repudiation of Barack Obama's policy.
However,
right.
okay, first of all, what I do want to say, interesting, Betsy and I were talking in the green room that we were both tossing and turning last night, but for very different reasons. I want to just say, though, I think it's very lazy to say that that was a unifying speech. The unifying, the proof is in the pudding.
Right.
We need to see how he governs.
Right.
How he campaiged Trumpism.
But that was probably the best first step that he could make in terms of
first of all, unless you want chaos, that's the only first step that you can take.
Right.
But again, we know candidate Trump. I am personally repulsed by candidate Trump. We now need to see governing Trump, and we all know from politics that campaigning is different, different than governing, and hopefully that's what bears out.
Betsy, who knows him well.
I know him well, and he's...
No, but tell us how you think he's really going to, people always say what he says and what he's going to do may be different things. How is he really going to approach trade? This is what we were talking about before. How is he really going to approach Dodd-Frank, if that is something that's on or off the table? How is he really going to approach Obamacare? I mean, I think when it comes to these economic issues in a meaningful way, these are the things we want to understand.
First of all, this election was a total rejection of Obamacare. It was a referendum on Obamacare.
Right.
And just in time, the public saw Obamacare in its death spiral. And President-elect Trump has made it very clear that in the first 100 days, he will go to Congress with a bill to repeal and replace Obamacare.
We need to see that replaced, though. Is he going to take away 20 million people's health care?
Let me just say...
Again, that's governing versus campaigning.
Yes, but I can answer that question. I can answer that question.
Please, we've all been waiting to see what the replace is.
The replacement will not have an employer mandate or an individual mandate, so the people who have been losing their full-time jobs so that employers stay under the 50 mark or have their part-time hours pushed down to stay under the 30-hour mark, they're going to get relief. But he has already said... What's the plan
for the 20 million people?
Okay, most of those people are in Medicaid, and he has said Medicaid will continue with block grants to the states to offer more flexibility. In addition, for people with pre-existing conditions, fully subsidized high-risk pools. Those people will not be without insurance.
But Betsy, will he pressure Republican governors to expand Medicaid and create more choice?
In a federalist system. Don't forget, Medicaid is expanded.
That's theory, though, and theory doesn't help people who are lower income.
That's right. But federal spending on Medicaid has gone up 40% in the last 3 years. Obama expanded entitlements instead of expanding the economy.
Betsy, let me ask you two others. Energy market. Would you be short Elon Musk this morning?
Well, I know that he's going to go full bore for fracking, natural gas, oil production, drilling, all of that.
And that will help our economy.
That's right. Tremendously.
Okay, if you're Randall Stevenson at AT&T and Jeff Bewkes at Time Warner, should you be very unhappy?
No, I don't think so.
The deal won't be dead? He said that he doesn't like it.
He campampaied against that deal. And remember, you and I were talking, Betsy, that this was also an anti-institutional, on both sides, an anti-institutional election.
Major deregulation. That is his attitude. Get our hands off business and let them grow.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.